The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with Ryan Tannehill and the visiting Miami Dolphins. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. So the D-line's going to spread out. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 35. And that one good for 16 yards and a first.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Breeze now on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it a second down. The first carry down. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that's going to bring up a third down. Working from the gun. It's Breeze. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by T.J. McDonald. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And oh, he spins past him and into space. 30, the 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. 105 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Well, there you go. They gave up a score to start the game, and as quick as they could get it back, they did on the return.
And people talk about this all the time, whether you're coaching it, whether you're trying to work on it, whether you're just trying to put in the minds of your players. Attack back as fast as you can after giving up a score. No quicker way than on a kick return.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Tannehill on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
There's so much precision in an offense, especially when you're throwing the ball. And in an out route, plenty of it. How about the quarterback hitting his back foot, ball's out of his hands, receiver making his break, making his cut. He's got to time up perfectly. Not always easy to do.
Just let him a little too much.
Yeah, I remember back in the good old days, I was talking to a quarterback, and he said everything they did was on the count system. So when he took a snap, he counted in his head for certain routes, different time frames for each one, and he knew if the ball wasn't out of his hand at that point, he'd better eat it because the play was dead.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Trust me, Brandon, I'm not about to try and take your job. I can't do what you do. But that wasn't just 3 and out. That felt like 3 and backwards.
Well, that's exactly what it was. You can have my job whenever you want it. The drive that you're looking for, though, probably going forward, bad start to the ball game.
Yeah, not the way to get things going.
A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
I love when a play results in a game that I can actually kind of fall back on one of my favorite adages, and that is anytime there's a run over 10 yards, it means that the offensive line did its job.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Mark Ingram taking it in from 4 yards out, and the Saints have taken the lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. They stay on the ground with Drake. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a yard, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Parker. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Drake. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Tannehill. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
They'll run. It's Drake. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kenyon Drake punching it in from a yard away. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Now Parkey for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Shifts by him. New Orleans offense working its way back out there. As we look at them ahead to 2018, as that wound to the end of 2017 continues to heal, Charles, they're going to have Kamara, Ingram, Thomas. If they have Breeze back at quarterback, this should be an excellent squad again.
It certainly should, and frankly, if the offensive line comes back healthy and intact, that's another big win for them, especially with their 2 tackles, Teron Armstead at left tackle, Ryan Ramczyk, who was a rookie last season at right tackle. They are loaded going forward. If they could get a real playmaker at tight end, that might be the last piece. And if that happens, I'd hate to be a defensive coordinator trying to game plan for them.
Now Breeze. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to New Orleans after this. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
To throw is Breeze. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. On play action, it's Breeze. And Ginn's got it. To give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And that one falls incomplete. Try to dump it underneath. Now second down. Back to the air on second down. It's Breeze. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Saints on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Play action, Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And Lutz puts this one through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And an excellent return there as he's up to the 35 and make it the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
On first down, Tannehill. He dumps it off to Drake. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Tannehill hands to Drake. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Now it's Tannehill.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They are going for it. It's Tannehill. And he finds Stills complete. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 21. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. We have hit halftime. A lightning quick halftime. These guys hardly made it to the tunnel. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. That good for 19 and a first down. Now on first down, Drake again. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. The Dolphins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to get him for a loss of 9. And that'll lead to 4th down. They're going to go. It's Tannehill. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there.
Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
But this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And that one results in 35 yards. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Breeze hands to Ingram. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Breeze now to throw. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Now a play fake. Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. This is caught inside the 15. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or 2 in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get...
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. The play fake to Ingram. Now it's Breeze. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
That's out to Hill, right side complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know, the field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On second down, it's Drake. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. That one good for 7 that time. And that's good for a Miami first down. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Now Tannehill, he goes underneath to Drake. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet, right there at the 43. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. A handoff out of the pistol. It's Drake. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time they face a 3rd and 2. On the give, this is Drake. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Parker. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
They was stopped on that play. They've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. And this seemingly endless drive continues. handoff to the right side. It's Drake. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Now Tannehill saying, let's get to the line. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You saved them for this situation, but you have to use them.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in the cluster.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Back to throw. Thomas has got it, complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
It doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
And they're going to go soft on the corners.
Easy.
One final try here for Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.